Hello, this is Konbu. I'm on a trip to Kofu, continuing from the previous video. Right now, I'm at the north exit of Kofu Station, and on this day, well, it was a scorching hot day with a high of about 37 degrees Celsius. It's hotter than Tokyo. Well, that's because Kofu is located in a basin, but as you can see, there's mist spraying from the trees like this. Where I'm heading now is a Châteraisé Café. It's this building here. It's a cafe called YATSUDOKI Châteraisé, and this is the first floor. On the first floor, they sell a lot of Châteraisé sweets, and they also sell wine. You can also do a little tasting from the barrels. Earlier, well, they were selling things like Baumkuchen, dorayaki, jellies, and fruit jellies. So, we decided to eat in for a bit. So, we're having a drink. This is a strawberry shake. It was very cold, and the sweetness and tartness of the strawberry made it delicious. And I also had some soft serve ice cream. Yes, and I'm also drinking a strawberry shake. So, well, the eat-in space is on the second floor, and the first floor is where you order. And also, well, it's like a souvenir shop where they sell sweets and things. The air conditioning wasn't working very well. I thought the second floor might be cool, so we went to the eat-in area. But the AC wasn't really working. And this cooler-like thing you see in the bottom right was running, but it was just putting out a light breeze. So it wasn't very cool. And from the window, you can see this kind of view. There's a bridge, an overpass, that connects the north and south exits. Okay, and after we finished eating, we came back to the station. Near the north exit, there were some introductory papers and posters for the University of Yamanashi's Institute of Enology and Viticulture. They even made a Sugoroku board game, which looks fun. I wonder if you can download it somewhere. It would be nice if you could print it out and play it, instead of just having the Sugoroku board posted here. Yes, and they were also playing a VTR. Actually, at the University of Yamanashi, there's a place called the Wine Science Center, and as a department, in the Faculty of Life and Environmental Sciences, there's a special course in wine science. Apparently, it's the only department in Japan where you can learn how to make wine. Okay, and now I'm at the Budoushu Ichibankan in Kofu Station. As you can see, inside the store, there's a lot of wine, koshu wine, and Hijiki-chan and I each had a standard red wine and a sparkling wine. This place is, really, almost directly in front of the ticket gates at Kofu Station. It's really the closest standing bar to the JR ticket gates. The inside is fairly compact, but you can drink it at barrel-shaped tables, and also, in front of the register, they had some small snacks. So you can also buy snacks like that and have them with your drink. Like this, you can buy things like katsu sandwiches, eggs, seasoned eggs, and so on. When you think of Yamanashi Prefecture, you think of its famous wine, right? Koshu wine is called that because it's made from a grape variety called koshu. It's made by crossbreeding European grape varieties, and it's been produced since the early Meiji period. Yamanashi was the first place in Japan to start wine production, while other regions like Nagano, Yamagata, and Hokkaido also produce wine. Yamanashi leads in production volume. And now I'm trying to head to Maizuru Castle Park, but I seem to have wandered into a parking lot. So I'm going to climb these stairs that lead up from under this bridge to get to Maizuru Castle Park. At this point, it's already about 4 p.m., fairly late in the afternoon, but it's still quite hot. The heat just isn't dissipating at all. Well, I guess it's a little better than it was at its peak, though. Yes, Maizuru Castle Park is a park where Kofu Castle has been restored. Well, I'm borrowing this from the website's description, but Kofu Castle was built at the end of the 16th century, and now it's open to the public as a park. And it's quite close to Kofu Station, about a 3-minute walk away. And Maizuru Castle gets its name from the way its overlapping walls look like a crane spreading its wings. So, in other words, it's another name for Kofu Castle. So, they refer to the same thing, the same castle. Inside the park, there are things like the original stone walls, restored gates, you know, the ones that have been nicely fixed up, the Inari Yagura turret, and also a public square where events are held. And in the spring, it's famous as a cherry blossom viewing spot. About 160 cherry trees bloom beautifully, surrounding the stone walls. And you can also see Mount Fuji in the distance. So, you can enjoy viewing Mount Fuji and the cherry blossoms together. And you can take a walk, so it's become a place of relaxation for the citizens. The Tenchu Dai, the Castle Keep Foundation, I'm about to climb it now, and from there, the view is excellent. You can get a panoramic view of the Kofu landscape. And Kofu Castle was built by order of Toyotomi Hideyoshi after the fall of the Takeda clan. At that time, it was built as a strategic base to counter Tokugawa Ieyasu. After the Tokugawa regime was established, it conversely held importance as a defense against the West. It was once a huge, vast castle complex of about 20 hectares. Now, it's open to the public as Maizuru Castle Park and also as Kofu City History Park, which is another separate park on the north side of Kofu Station. This means Kofu Castle once stood where Kofu Station is now. Well, even today, like with Edo Castle, which is now the Imperial Palace, the location where the castle stood is still the center of the town. Or rather, because the castle was there, it became the center. And that has been carried on to this day. That's something that happens, right? Well, it's the same with Takamatsu, right? I think the ruins of Takamatsu Castle are right in front of the station. I've climbed up the turret and am getting a panoramic view of Kofu. Looking at it like this, there are quite a lot of buildings, aren't there? I think you can see that it's a city. There's a Toyoko Inn, and earlier I could see the prefectural office. There are also a lot of fairly large apartment buildings. This is the Kuriganmon Gate. It's a 2-story turret gate built on the south side of the main bailey. On the second floor, there's a space where people can enter, or rather, there's a room. It has a turret section, and it was built during the Edo period, but was demolished in the first year of the Meiji period. And so, the Yamanashi Prefectural Board of Education restored it. It was restored in 2013, which means it was restored for the first time in 142 years. And now I'm going down the stairs. Each step is quite big, isn't it? I don't think they had the concept of being barrier-free back then. Well, all buildings, or rather, castles have steep stairs, don't they? I think that's true for every castle in the country. By the way, at this point, I've walked around so much that I'm completely exhausted. And there's also a garden like this, a traditional one. There's no water, so it's like a Karasansui dry landscape garden. Yes, and this is the Yamanashi prefectural office. This new building on this side is the Bosai Shinkin Yamanashi Plaza. It's a building mainly for exhibition corners and displays of local products. This one looks new and stylish, doesn't it? And it was built by Shimizu Corporation. And right across from this building is the prefectural government building. But that one is a pretty old building, built in 1963. And sorry, I didn't get that one on camera. And if you walk a little further, you'll find the Kofu City Hall. This building was constructed by Takanaka Corporation. There were a lot of bird droppings outside. It's a little dirty, I know. And it's a 10-story building, and it's quite impressive. So, this time, I'm going to go to the observation floor on the 10th floor and enjoy the view again. Well, I already saw the view from Maizuru Castle Park earlier though. This observation floor also has free admission, so I thought I'd check it out. By the way, you can see a Dormy Inn over there. The Dormy Inn is located quite far from the station, isn't it? Okay, and I've arrived at the 10th floor observation deck. I'm here, but there was really no one else around. I came on a Saturday evening, and since it's a holiday, I thought there might be a few people, but there was no one. So, I have the place all to myself, and can leisurely enjoy this evening view of Kofu. And this city hall was completed in 2013, but while it was being rebuilt, they apparently used an elementary school building as a temporary office. They used the school building of the former Onigiri Elementary School. Oh, and you can see Mount Fuji from here. Well, it's pretty clear, so Mount Fuji is peeking out from between the mountains. Well, if it weren't for the clouds, it might have looked even more beautiful. Yes, as you can see, there are many posters up. Each floor is quite spacious. The outer area is the observation floor, and the inner area is the City Council's Assembly Hall, and then the Council Secretariat and other such offices are on the inside. That's the layout. Here, there are displays and things showing support for the soccer team, Ventfor at Kofu. And also, this is, for the sister cities, I think. There was a corner showing that they have a sister city relationship with Chengdu, the city in China famous for pandas. Well, they also have sister city relationships with other cities, like Des Moines and Lodi in the United States. Okay, that's all for this video. In the previous video, I went to a place called Koshu Hodokosaku and ate Hodo noodles. So if you'd like, please watch the first part of the video as well. And in the next video, I'll be at the Italian restaurant you see now. I'm going to eat Italian food made with ingredients from Kofu. If you like this video, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and leave a comment. Thank you for watching. Look forward to the next video.